I'm going to do a video here before I get started replacing the Hydro Boost with a new Hydro Boost, replacing the steering box with a new steering box, replacing the power steering lines. This is fairly straightforward, not anything too difficult about this. Take the master cylinder off of the Hydro Boost. Those look to be 15 millimeter nuts. There's one on that side and one on this side. If you need to disconnect the lines, now would be a good time to go ahead and do that, just so you don't end up bending them all out of shape. I don't know if this Dorman brake line kit I have comes with these brake lines or not, but if they do, then that's great, because I intend on taking these off anyways. The brakes don't work. This car is from up north. Everything is rusted out. The power steering leaks. The power steering pump's good. It doesn't have a leak from it, but everything else is leaking. So we're going to disconnect the master cylinder completely, get it out of the way, clean up any corrosion. If there's a seal on the end of this, I can go ahead and replace it while I'm there. Take these high pressure lines off that go to the power steering pump itself, and then the return line there. Then on the inside of the vehicle, up under the dash, I'll move this seat all the way back just to give myself a little bit more room. Up here on the side, you can see the white box. That is the brake light switch. You can see the arm coming out of the firewall there, going into that brake light switch. That is the arm that connects to the brake pedal from the Hydro Boost. That is it. It's a retainer, so it has a spring-loaded clip that goes on the back side of a pin that goes to the brake pedal itself. So you want to reach in there with either a pick or some needle noses or something and pop that loose. And then your bolts that hold, or your nuts that hold the assembly to the firewall are here. You have two here on the bottom that you can see easily. The two up in the top up there, you can't really see very well, but those are all 15 millimeter. You take the retainer off here first. Here's a little bit of a better look at it maybe. You take that retainer off, pull the brake light switch off, and pull that rod out of the brake light switch, and then your brake pedal will be free willy-nilly in there. Then you take all of these bolts here, or the nuts here, off. And if you've already disconnected the master cylinder, then your Hydro Boost assembly will fall right out. So you might want to have somebody out here to hold on to the Hydro Boost assembly while you disconnect the nuts on the inside. Now for the next part is going to be the steering box assembly. Wow, it got really dark. Anywho, there is a steering box assembly. Pretty sure that's a 13 millimeter there on the top. It's completely saturated in power steering fluid, so I don't think it's going to be any issue getting the bolt out. Take all the lines off the top of it. And then you want to come in here to the side and take those bolts off. There should only be two bolts that hold this thing on, and they're massive. Let me just verify that before I stick to my guns here. So it looks like there's three bolts. Two on one side and then one on the other. So there's two there, so that means that the other one's probably tucked away behind here. And a hole in there. No, above the hole. I see it now, sorry. And pull the inner fender well off to be able to get to that. You have to jack this side up to be able to get an impact in there, probably, unless you turn the wheel all the way to the left. It's a good thing we're replacing all these brake lines. You can see here the outer casing is off of the steel lines there, and I really hope it comes with those lines there too. I think this is like a 12-piece kit. This is the Dorman part number 919144. Supposed to fit all the Chevrolet bodies. Short box, long box, quad cab, single cab, extended cab. Supposedly. We'll see. Got a lot of work ahead of me, so I'm going to go ahead and get this started. That way I can get it done. Thanks for watching.